Hi everybody, this is Rhys Barber from Audiology Associates. It's lovely to be back in work and to be doing some more videos for you guys. If you've never come across our channel before, we post new earwax removal videos every Monday, Wednesday and Friday at 9 PM UK time. So if you do enjoy the video, then please give us a thumbs up and also consider subscribing. So we've got 3 patients in this compilation video for you today. The first patient's come through with the end of a Q-tip or cotton bud stuck in the end of, stuck in their ear. It's been blocked up for a little while, very narrow ear canal, so it came in as a bit of an emergency appointment. So without further ado, we'll go straight into the video for you. So as you'll see here, when we take a look, we're just going to pop the endoscope in. You can see the fiber there from the cotton wool on the end of the Q-tip. And what we're going to use to get this out is a pair of Crocodile forceps. To use suction on this type of problem is always really, really difficult to remove that sort of cotton substance because the air draws through it. So what you end up with then is not really getting a very good suction grip. So we're just using the Crocodile forceps on here. Just trying to get a grip on that fibre. I don't want to push into it too hard because I'm going to end up pushing it a bit further in, and it's quite a narrow canal as it is, so it's better to try and keep it on this outside part of the ear canal if we can. I'm going to get a good grip, just trying to just get a little bit more of a bite on the outside edge of this, this cotton wool. You can pull this out. If you're listening in the US, in the UK, the stuff that's on the end of a cotton Q-tip, we call cotton wool. So it's I don't know what they call it in the US. They did tell me, I can't quite remember. So as you can see, we've got a good grip there. We're just pulling this away, and you can see it's stretching. It's kind of breaking those fibers apart, teasing it apart. So we've got a good clump there just at the entrance to the canal. Just slowing this down so you can watch this come out, and you'll see how when they've used the Q-tip, it's actually unraveled from the end. So look how long that's become. It's sort of all come away from the stalk of the Q-tip there. There we are. You can see all come out there, and that little bit of discoloration on the end is where the wax and the oil is impregnated into it. And there we go. Eardrum doesn't look particularly healthy. It looks a little bit withdrawn to be, so a little bit what they call retracted, which means the eardrum is a bit pulled in. The skin on the surface there as well, looking a little bit mottled, so not that smooth, pearlescent skin we normally get. You can see, well, there's 2 centimeters there, so that's, well, just under 1 inch, that one. So this is the second patient in the compilation. Now, this patient's come through with very blocked up ears on both sides. What you can see is there's a lovely sheen to the wax, which means that the patient has been using a little bit of olive oil before they come through, which is quite common at the moment. Lots of people are using drops to try and soften their wax because they've been in lockdown. And what you can see here is the wax is really, really hard. You can see that it's almost plates of wax rather than sort of very soft material. Perfect for the Jobson horn. It's not too deep and it's really dry. So we're just going to just tease over the top of the wax there. Just try and roll it forward. You can see how brittle that wax has become. It's really, really tough on the outside edge there. So just slowly working this out. There we go. Trying to roll the wax forwards. You can see it's forming quite a solid sort of ball in there that's perfectly formed to the shape of the canal. Just teasing that center section away there. So we're going to go back over again, try and get behind it and try and draw this the remainder of the way out. The white material you can see on the top, there's dead skin, which is starting to dry underneath the wax. Here it comes. There we are. You can see how it kind of crumbles away. This type of wax is perfect for the Jobson horn. It was exactly where you want it to be. So just on the outside edge of the canal, so you can get the good angle there. Really quite solid, so not too mushy. Excuse me, sorry. Excuse me. So the Jobson horn can get a good grip behind it and pull it forwards. There we are. You can see it there. Lots of sort of dead skin debris around it, but quite a solid plug in there. So really would have been causing quite a bit of hearing issues for this patient. You can see we've actually drawn some more dead skin away. So we'll just grab that and take that away at the same time. There we are. It's on its way. There you go. So that's the dead skin gone. So we'll take a look behind that. And you can see here as well, there's a little bit of dead skin just remaining on our right-hand side. Also with this one, look at the eardrum. It doesn't look shiny, pearlescent. Obviously, when you get these big plugs sometimes, you interrupt the whole migration processes that happen inside the ear canal. And sometimes you will get these sort of accumulations of little bits of dead skin on top of the eardrum or a little bits of that wax on there as well. But what you tend to find is when you do, next time a patient has a bath or a shower, that's going to wash all those little bits away off the eardrum as well. So we've got a very similar issue on this side. You can see it was really blocked up there. We can see the white dead skin over the top of that wax. As we draw this forwards now, there you go, it's popping out. It's just going to fall into the bowl of the ear, so just down in here there. And you can see that lip of dry skin on the right-hand side there of that wax plug. There we are. It's getting very sort of slippery on the outside edge there, just with all that oil that's gone in. So out comes the plug. Just to give you some idea of how hard this would be, when I tried to pick this up with the Jobson horn, you try and push the Jobson horn into the wax to lift it. I couldn't get the Jobson horn in. It was that hard. It was really, really tough in there. And you can see there's a little tiny bit of sort of dead skin around the entrance there. But this eardrum looks a lot more healthy. You know, you've got that sort of much smoother skin, that pearlescent sheen to the eardrum there. This was actually filmed in our Cardiff branch, and I didn't have my rulers again, so you can see we just had to pick it up. But you can get an idea there of the size of these plugs, and you know, just how tough they are. So there's a little bit of dry skin, that's what you can see there. And then you've got these two plugs. That grey white material surrounding these plugs is that dry skin you can see there. So last patient, I got my teeth in today, last patient in this compilation. You can see very humid ear canal, this one. Now this is always a really, really difficult type of wax. This patient's come through very, very blocked up on one side. Hasn't had their ears cleaned out before. First time to have their ears cleaned out. And you can see when we first look at this wax, it looks quite solid at the entrance there. So as you saw from the last video, perfect for the Jobson horn. So as you go in here, we're just going to try and get behind it. Look how tough that wax is. And we're just drawing, you can see there's a layer of dead skin, which tends to be the kind of harder outer layer. You can see all the white there, that harder outer layer around the outside because it's been sat against the canal wall. And then we're going to go for the next section. But look how the consistency of the wax has changed here in the center portion of wax. So we've got this hard skin layer around the outside, and then this very thick clay type consistency of wax in the center. Now the hard piece around the outside, perfect for Jobson horn. But that softer, kind of mushier center, a more clay-like center there, is not going to be just as good for the Jobson horn there. It's just going to pull straight through it. So what we're going to use here is the suction tube just to draw the hard outer layer off the skin of the canal, because you tend to find it dries there and becomes quite solid. Now with this type of wax, it's not unusual for it to change consistency the further you go into the ear canal, because don't forget the consistency will change depending on how dry the canal is. So if you've got wax that's been in there a very long time, it's dried out more, it's going to be really solid. If you've got wax that isn't quite as dry, then what you're going to get is this kind of clay type texture to it as it comes away. You can see there the white material on the right hand side. That's the sort of dead skin, the harder layer. So you tend to find this hard shell with a soft center. It's coming away there. Just lifting. You've got to kind of try and peel this off the canal. Otherwise what's going to happen is when you use the Jobson horn, it's going to have to try and scrape along the canal wall, which isn't very pleasant for the patient, and you do run the risk of a little bit of bleeding there sometimes. So what I've done here now, I've loosened that right side. I'm just trying to get behind this center section, only just skimming the surface, you see, because I don't want to push in too deep. We don't know how far back this wax goes. So, you know, although we can use certain gauges within the ear canal, so certain anatomical features to gauge how deep you are within the canal, you don't want to go too crazy with the depth of a Jobson horn in here, because you do run the risk of you can perforate the eardrum with these if you're not careful, or with any tool that goes in there really. So we just got the first glimpse of the eardrum now when we took the Jobson horn away. So now we've got this we've taken this central section away. So now what we're going to do is we're going to lift off the sides. Because we've taken that cut away in the middle, we can fold the sides in a lot better as well. There we go. So we've just taken a little bit of dry skin away. Very, very dense cilla on the outer part of the ear canal as well here. There we go. Just starting to take this dry skin away. While you're watching this, I've got a cracker for Friday. It was my first day back in work yesterday, Lovely lady came through. A really, really tough one to do. So make sure you tune in on Friday for that one. That's a really, really interesting one to watch. Just to give you a little bit of a spoiler, if you do like a good skin ribbon, then definitely tune in for Friday's video. So what we've got here, you can see that dry skin now is peeling up off the canal. Do you remember when I've told you in videos before, when you get these really dry canals, you get these kind of little tiny skin lifts all the way down the canal? You can see that here. Now, understandably then, when the canal walls are really dry, that's why this outer section dries as much as it does, because it just draws all that sort of that moisture. It doesn't really put anything into the wax to soften it up. There we are. Good section just came away then. You can see how, when we look at this wax now, you can see how deep it is. It was right against the eardrum. So, you know, I was talking about not going in too deep with the Jobson horn. That's the reason why. You know, if you've got to be careful here. There, did you see when I just touched on the very, very top of the wax there? Let me see 2 seconds. Let me see if I can go back just a second so you can see this. 2 seconds. Okay, so we've just taken that piece away. Watch the eardrum. You can see the blue portion, top right hand corner there. Just as we press the suction tube onto the wax here, it flexes. All right, so watch now. You'll see it in a second. It's coming up in a second. There we are. When we aim for this, look at the eardrum there. Do you see a little bit of flexion there, which means the eardrum is right on top of it? So we can't get a good grip at the top there. So what I'm going to have to do is use the bottom of the wax, hold on to it with the suction and don't lift too much, but just really let the suction build and draw forwards, because if we flick it backwards, it's going to press against that eardrum. We've got a good grip on the dead skin underneath here. We're pulling away from the eardrum, okay, working away from it. Sorry, I got a frog in my throat as well today. There we are. It's coming forwards now. You can see very gently holding on to that wax, trying not to sort of angle it backwards. There we go. It's come away now. That whole section of white, see all that white underneath, all that dead skin was anchoring that wax in place there. So that was the reason it wasn't going anywhere. We can go in now with the Jobson horn. It's safe to do so. It's right on the outside part of the ear canal here. We'll just roll this out. There you go. You can see that kind of clay material right in the middle there, just getting caught up in the Jobson horn. There we are. So that's come away nicely. And there's the eardrum there, all intact, no redness, no irritation there. You can see around the canal, though, how aggravated that and dry that canal was. That's not from the procedure. That's just purely down to the fact that the canal walls are so dry and the skin is so dry in there that it's not really budging. So you can see just how much we took away there. It was a fair amount. You have some good-sized pieces. And don't forget, this all came out of one ear, so quite a bit in there. Okay, let's go back to my normal view. I just realized I left my glasses off the whole time again. Okay, so I hope you enjoyed that video, guys. If you did like it, then please give us a thumbs up, and if you're not subscribed to the channel already, then please consider subscribing as well. I will be back with you guys on Friday. I've got an absolute doozy for you to watch, so make sure you tune in on Friday for that one, and have a great couple of days, and I shall see you then, hopefully frog gone and teeth in. Take care.